I hate football.
Oh man, Thursday nights again.
Football
Shit.
should never exist. Why did I pick up football?
Why
You
do
know,
I sleep over it, man?
you know, I had a chance to actually choose badminton and tennis over football.
What you choose then, man?
Blame it on my dad, man. Blame it on my dad. A hardcore United fan. He told me this is supposed to be the beautiful game. What's so beautiful about football, Mark? I'm losing a lot of zeal and fervor for this game, man. It's tough. It's tough. Thursday night, and then you play on a Monday, 3:30 a.m. and then
Tough for both of us,
you,
man.
you start on a Monday on a losing note. You go to a derby, you get thrashed. Ah,
When?
I don't know.
Not yet, right?
I just had my derby. I just
Okay,
had my
okay, 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 okay. All right.
oh,
I'll be back, man.
Mark. This air of melancholy, I just cannot get over it, man. Mark,
I
how
can't, I
how
can't, not
how
yet.
do we how do we cheer ourselves up, Mark?
Over food, man. Food over football. There's a
Football.
temporary reprieve. Yeah, man,
Oh,
temporary.
yeah. I don't know whether I can break into a smile. I don't know whether I can actually perform, whether I can actually again fill in the capacity of a host tonight. I just don't feel like doing it. But hey, if there's any consolation, misery loves company. I've got Manchester United in the house, and they are also right now in the in the shit shower. So it's good. Life is still good for me as an Arsenal fan.
My friend, we're not traveling to Spain. We're not traveling to Germany, man. We're
We're
going
not.
to
Who
Istanbul. We're
cares?
going to
Ah,
Turkey
no,
and
dude.
Israel to
Central.
watch our team play.
No, it's rather no. I think it's better for us now to travel to Eastern Europe, Eastern European countries. All right, they call it. I don't know. I'm very sure you know of this troll. Let's play a team whose name is as good as a Wi-Fi password, because you cannot guess it, you cannot
Yeah,
pronounce it, you cannot spell it out. So Wi-Fi strength, good.
I agree. Good
You
password.
agree?
Good strength for a
Good
password as
strength,
well, man.
good strength. But then, Mark, let's kill away. Let's kill away that sad, jittery feeling that we have right now, because this is not about my team. It's not about just Manchester United. Of course, although
Yes.
today's episode will be heavily induced with Manchester United's misery and also a couple of agendas of Manchester United itself. But right now, Mark, for those people who are watching us live right now, at last, it is definitely the one and only. If it's Friday night, it's 9 p.m. You can't enter a club. You cannot gather more than five. What the hell are you doing outside? You should be stuck like glue in front of your screen, and this is what you are watching right now. It is the big focus, right? And Mark,
Yes.
again, we do this every single week. This is becoming again a religious activity for us to educate our dear fellow followers right out there, those people who are viewing us for the first time on different platforms, both on Facebook and both on YouTube as well. What must these lovely people do, Mark?
Guys, you must make our sacrifice worth it, man. Even mine, you see, after my team crashed out of the Champions League and I have to talk here about my team. So you guys have to like, share, and subscribe. It's
Yes.
as easy, but it's tough talking as a United fan right now, man. You have to understand that.
And Mark, right now, and for them, for those who again who are watching us for the first time, head over. All right, that is our logo right there. If you are on YouTube, even if you're on Facebook, that's how the name is being spelled. Napshot Studio. Give us a follow, give us a click, and especially the subscribe button. That will be really, really helpful for us. And also, again, just another reminder, just so you know, those are our socials. Maybe you just want to again print screen this, screenshot, whatever the term is right now, head on. All right, we've got all the four social media platforms. We are on YouTube. That's where we are most active. And then if you want to get all those cracking videos on football, really, really great illustration when it comes to football, pictures, all those memes and also those match day derby posters. Head over to our Instagram. We are the most active when it comes to our Instagram and also our Facebook. If you don't want to miss another show from Napshot Studio, Facebook will always remind you of those. And then again, Twitter. Mark, you're the king of Twitter. Why should people follow us on Twitter, Mark?
Oh, guys, I mean, because we let off all the transfer news, the injury news, things that you don't see on newspaper, you wait the next day, we give you straight away.
And what are some of the transfer whereby we have hit the bloody bullseye?
Man, I tell you, as a United fan, when I told you Jota's coming, nobody believed me. I really stayed at 5 p.m. You guys knew it at 11 p.m., man, and I'm a United fan. Aren't you ashamed?
Wait, Mark, and how did you manage to actually get those in the no news?
Oh man, you have to find out the good sources, and no way I'm going to leak those out because that's my bread and butter, man.
So there you go. If you guys want your first-hand information when it comes to transfer, those breaking news, I'm not going to call it a BS because truth be told, Mark called Jota and even Telles transfer way beforehand. So if you want to actually just cling on those, please follow us on Twitter as well. But then again, much appreciated if you can actually hit the subscribe button on YouTube and also follow us both on Facebook and also Instagram. Mark, that's me done babbling about all our socials, what people should
Yeah,
do
man.
right now. And also let us see, let's take a look, man. Ridwan, Anthony Marshall, Anwari, can I join your live today? Dude, I would love to have you right now, but today we are full house. We are full house right now. And as you know, COVID, even on virtual stream, we cannot have more than a certain limitation. Right, Mark? So I would love to have you, buddy. I would love to have you. But then again, maybe we can do it next week, perhaps. All right. If again the agenda suits the personality that we're looking for. And then hey, the Europa lads, get in there. Oh, definitely referring to Manchester United, I guess.
Both of
And
us, to be exact.
no. You cannot kill us because we have been dead for the longest time. All right, there's no
Right.
use killing a dead guy. So you are the new one. So welcome to the greatest competition, the creme de la creme, the creme de la creme competition. And
Yeah, man.
then CK Lim, hi guys, hi CK, hope you are
Hi,
doing well.
CK. Thanks for
Hi
joining us.
CK, thanks for joining us as usual. And then Mark, so right now done the proper introductory, all done, all good, proper. What
Yep.
should we do next?
Man, we have 4 vocal fellas behind the scenes, red and blue of
Ooh.
Manchester, waiting to come in, throw some
Wait.
banter at each other.
Wait, why do you sound like Maleficent? Man, we got 4 guests. What's so
I don't
witchy,
know,
man?
man. I don't know, man. It just came out this way, man. It must be the Friday. You know,
It
Friday
must
stuck
be.
at home.
It
Yeah,
must
man.
have been love. It must have been Friday. So right now, without us wasting further time, right now, let's bring on the. Okay, let's bring on. Do we go with the home side or do we go with the away side first, Mark? You choose.
No, we go to the home side first, man. Even COVID now, the home side works out first.
Okay, so if that's the case, all right, your wish is my command. We bring on the Red Boys right now. They are absolutely smiling from year to year. Why not? There is
Smiling.
finally there is finally a competition that they can finally win for real. Let's bring on first a familiar face. We've seen him all before. Previous time he came on, Arsenal won 1-0, and then he came on again. Then United actually lost out. Oh no, United won actually. United won actually. But he
Yeah.
seems to be quite a lucky charm right now for United. Whichever
Yes.
way you want to take it, we bring on one of my favorite devil, Mr. Law in the house, and also Mr. Cavani. Eh. Oh.
Look at the entrance, man. That's the way to entrance the Cavani, man.
We've got Putra and also Loy. Let me start first with Loy, a familiar face. Loy, how have you been coping? How have you been coping with the current misery? The new brand of misery right now.
I not been watching ESPN or whatever. Just waiting for the Manchester derby.
Hey, no. Don't be in denial, all right? Because they say being in denial is the first sign of acceptance. So if you evading your issue will not help you, Loy. Trust me. I'm an
Okay
Arsenal fan.
lah. To be fair, even if we made it to next round, you probably be knocked out again. If we meet Bayern or whatever, so it's okay. You just travel to Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan or.
All right, there you go. Oh, that's a really good comeback. Such a defeatist mindset by Loy. But hey, maybe there is right now the capability and the capacity of Manchester United and their fans. And we welcome for the first time as well. Mark, you want to introduce this guy, Cavani Putra?
All
Is that
right,
right?
this is Putra, man. He played overseas as a player, and now we welcome him as a guest. I'm honored to have him as well, man. Go,
Thanks for
Putra.
having me. Hi.
Putra, same question, man. How have you been coping with the latest
I,
heartache?
how I of course on the day itself when I took my phone out and saw that it was 3-2. I thought I was in a nightmare, but no, it wasn't. It was real. I was sad, but was I surprised? Wasn't surprised because Leipzig were a good team, and I knew that we have a history of like you guys said earlier before the show,
Bottling up, skewing out.
disappointed but not surprised. But I'm not disillusioned by what we are doing now. I think we're in the league, we're doing okay, so I think we have lots to look forward to throughout the season. We're still in Europe, so there's
Still in
still a
Europe.
chance to win a trophy.
Can you please re-emphasize that we are still in Europe?
Europe.
We are still in Europe. If you know, you know.
We will. The trophy is bigger and heavier, so I think it's worth
It is.
more.
Okay. Unpopular opinion, all right? So right after the match itself, Mark couldn't sleep a wink. So he was on the call with me the whole day. And, he came out with this really bizarre statement. He told me, it's actually okay, for us to actually lose the Champions League. Because why? The Europa trophy looks the closest to a World Cup trophy. So it's actually better for us to enter the competition because that's the closest thing we can get ourselves to a World Cup. Mark, can you please lay testament to whatever I've just made mention of?
It's true, but you look at the UEL and Champions League Cup, right? The UEL looks nicer, lah. But of course, the anthem of the Champions League overrules, right?
That's the perfect way to honey glaze your defeat. That's the perfect way to honey glaze your defeat.
Sugar-coating it, man. Sugar-coating misery.
All right. So right now we've got Putra, we've got Lloyd. Guys, again, a big, warm thank you for joining us tonight. But you guys won't be alone, as you know. All right. This is like Nick Cannon While and Now edition, but this is Snapshot's version of it. Of course, it's only right for the Manchester Derby that we bring their counterpart, right, Mark? You want to do again the due honors of actually introducing the blue half of Manchester, Mark?
All right, man. I can see them in the background. They're so freaking noisy. That's why I call them the noisy neighbors out of respect. So now it's time to welcome the blue half of Manchester.
Let's go. Let's bring on, first of all, like Godfather, his coffee.
Wow.
Why not? A good time to be.
Wow. Let's give our cup so fast, huh?
And then
Early, man.
we've got Pound in the house as well. We're gonna start Pound. You guys cruise into the next round without even breaking a sweat. How are you feeling right now, bro?
Very good, actually. I mean, it was made sweeter by the red side getting knocked out.
Okay. Right.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's the semis again anyway.
Right. Continue, Pao. Let's
Lloyd,
go, Pao.
But
relax
one
yourself, Lloyd.
question. I have one question to the red side, though.
Let's go.
Are you sure you can win the Europa League?
Okay. My answer is simple, right? We're as sure as winning the Europa League as you guys trying out for the Champions League every year. How's that?
Mark, wait. Mark, you're a host, Mark.
Oh shit, man! I should put the host. I give it to the guest.
Some impartiality, please. Come on.
It's 3 against 2 now,
So-
Not celebrating too early like Sterling at Spurs. Huh?
Whee! Shots fired. Aizam. Come on, Aizam. Come on, you're just not gonna let it roll, right? Come on, Aizam.
The fact is still fact. We are in the Champions League round of 16. You guys are playing Europa, so still no question. We're not gonna. It's okay. I mean, if you guys want to win the Europa League, by all means, but I think, like what Apang say, you sure you guys can win the Europa League?
Yeah, but Haizam, wait, last time I checked, I think Bayern is still in the Champions League, and so is Real Madrid, and so is Liverpool.
It's okay. I mean, we are not. We don't set that targets in that sense. In that huge targets that was set just because like we cannot win Champions League. It's like for you guys, you just drop Europa League and you think it's gonna be a walkover for you guys. I don't think so, lah.
Aizam, can you again remind them who is still in the competition? There is one team, Clan in Red as well, based in London, a popular part of London. Can you please remind them this Manchester Lord, United Lord?
City's feeder club. Arsenal.
Aizam, I thought I had a friend in you. I thought I had a friend.
You know me very well, man. I'm just gonna.
All right. So, Mark, in that respect, all right, right now, what a way to start. I told you guys this guy takes no prisoners tonight. All right, no holds bar session. Please go all guns blazing. And before we touch the first agenda, Mark, I would love to actually hit the comment section because there are a couple of guys right now chiming in. Let's start off with the first one. Mark, can you please read this out for me? We've got our boy, Ayman Roshizam Bazen. Ayman, I hope you're doing well, man. I hope your whatever injury that you actually suffered, all right, will actually again redeem itself real quick. All right. And the next one, we've got another one of your good friend, Mark.
Yeah, guys, this is Wignish 7, the head honcho of United Die Hard fans page.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Come on.
UCL is overrated. UEL
Gotta-
for the man,
but-
for the win.
Hey, but you heard Haizam response not.
There's no Sevilla, man. There's no Sevilla now.
I'm gonna keep my comment for a while.
Okay, let's keep our powder dry for a while. Okay, let
Alright,
me just go through this unscathed.
Let's go.
And then we go also the next one, Ridwan, Anthony Martial. Don't forget the Madrid derby too, right? Snooze
man.
fest. All right, and then we got another one. Victor Sim, hello Victor. Today's a must join United City on the weekend. Come on, City. Haizam, you got to do your recruitment right. This Victor Sim, hardcore, ardent fan of Manchester City. He even actually texted me personally to ask, hey, you guys bringing City fan or not? There you go. There's your answer. And then we've got our counterpart, Riza Palevi.
Oh, Rizal.
Yeah,
Riza.
Malam. Yeah, from Indonesia, all the way from Indonesia, the Manchester City fan who have actually featured for us in one of the City edition. Hi, Riza. I hope you're doing fine. Daniel Kasim, full of confidence, eh?
For who?
Manchester
Yeah,
United. And then we
in
got-
what context?
I don't know, dude. Only Daniel can actually answer this. Daniel, right now it seems like this is your call to arm. Please leave it in the comment. Who are you referring this message to? And then we got Marwan. Isaac says, if there's one confused guy in this entire universe, it's got to be Marwan Isaac says. He is really super confused, man. He's got Marwan Shamak, he's got Cesc Fabregas, he got Isaac Hayden probably. All Arsenal boy. Manchester is blue. And then the next one.
Okay.
Speaking of fact, Champions League final. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's probably give it to Pound. Do your club
Yes.
some justice, Pound. Do your club some justice. Spurs.
Really, I mean,
How many titles?
United is like that, right? Mickey Mouse Cup, and then when we win it, and then when they win it, it's like, oh, it's one of the big cup. It's typical United,
It's typical of United. I
Okay.
agree with you. With you, buddy. All right. And then we got a really long one. Mark, maybe you want to take this up while I program my brain
Alright.
to say next.
I love how optimistic United fans are despite their bizarre run of form. They still can't get over last season's win against City. This season, City have been pretty inconsistent, but we all know they started without the two centre forward, Aguero and Jesus. Right now, I feel United got a derby. I mean, we don't have Marcel and Cavani in the last game. We're not whining.
Okay, there
yeah.
you go. Okay,
So,
maybe
yeah.
Marwan Isaac says you probably want to again stay just a little longer because we are going to touch about the derby later on, the stats, the head-to-head, and all the shenanigans that follow together with the derby itself, right? So just again, keep tight. And then the next one, right now we've got Hey Jude as well. Hi Hey Jude, AX.
AX, okay?
Treat us with respect. City ain't noisy neighbors. They realize their dreams through money. Take over.
Some PL.
If you need some cold hard truth, that's it. He is probably playing Russian roulette. One moment he's praising it, and then in a moment he's shooting himself right. Russian roulette, Victor Sim, Russian roulette.
Bottle.
All right, and then Daniel Kazim. Hey citizens, what happened to all the oil money? Don't answer yet, Haizam. Don't answer yet. All right. I'll give you a chance. Just keep it cool. And then we've got Azhar Sulaiman. Wow, menu. Tak ada EPL EPL start 2016. Peminat Liverpool since 2019. So again, loose translation. United has no EPL. No, the EPL started since 2016. Liverpool fans 2019. Bukan aku glory man. Okay. What I can just take is the glory Man United. That's it.
All right.
Next one. Hi, Daryl. Carabao Cup is bigger than the Champions League, dude. Man, Mark. How do we even entertain all these comments, man? Because the comment itself is going to be a show on its own. All right. So and then we've got Matish. Europa forever, guys. Thank you so much. Please flood in the comment section. We're gonna take on our first agenda, right, Mark? Of course, this is the big focus, and of course, it's only right that we focus on the biggest one right now. And you cannot run away. If you have any sort of internet subscription at home, you'll probably be reading this, right, Mark? Mark, before we go on with the questions, again, as a co-host, I want to listen from you first. What's your thoughts? All right, feed us in. What's your thoughts right now? There's players first and foremost, right after the UCL heartache, we all know of the result right now. It's well documented. And after that shower of shit, players started to come out. Or maybe the media was actually plugging it. All right. They mentioned that, some players are not happy. Are we trying to insinuate there is a revolt in the dressing room, Mark?
I won't say much. I would say the players know what's going on behind the scenes. And currently, our manager Ole is not my pick as number one at all. He came here based on sentiment more than credentials. People may not like to hear it, but I mean, who will hire Ole, man? You relegate Cardiff, then the next thing you do, you take over United, and some of our fans say, "Come on, he's still learning." I mean, my club isn't learning. My club is Man United, man. You want to learn, you can go to Southend or Manchester, where we have the Gary Neville, Ryan Giggs, the class of '92 holding that club. Ole can go there to learn, not over here.
Mark,
for sure.
I love that energy of yours. All right, and with that same energy, can you actually fire a question to either Loy or Putra right now? Let's start off first with the UCL heartache.
All right.
Lay an inquest. Let's lay an inquest. All right, do it the fan style. Let's open up a post-mortem on the defeat itself, but don't go too deep because it's not all interesting because we still gotta keep our TT guys entertained. But Mark, fire the first one first, man. Let's go.
All right, Loy. Okay, there's no wrong answers to this, right? So what went wrong for the game?
Oh, okay. The lineup. Self-defense. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Viable strategy. The thing is, the first 10 minutes we considered 2 goals, and we were left wide open. I don't know for the first 2 goals. We self-defend and we concede 2 in 10 minutes. I mean, okay, the exit, I can take that because the under Mourinho we also exited early as well. But the thing is that we can't defend. It's only even coaching the team or not. For attack wise, everything goes through Bruno. Basically, just pass the ball. Bruno, he makes things happen. So I see no evidence that Ole has improved players or has turned the club around. Whatever, it's the defense you see is never improved at all.
All right, so I'll trade to Putra then. So Putra, what went wrong? You mean hearing what Lloyd said? Do you agree? Or?
I think lack of preparation for the opponents, and also I think we didn't lose it. We lost this game, but I think we lost we lost the chance to qualify when we lost to Başakşehir. In Istanbul, we should have won the game. The PSG and Leipzig won their games except for us. The only points they got from the group was against us, and I don't think that's acceptable. So I think the group was tough. There were 3 good teams.
Yes.
So ultimately, the only team, the team who went out was the only team that lost to the weakest team. So I think we deserve to go out. And but I don't think it's a surprise because it's disappointing as a fan to see that your club isn't doing well in Europe. But we have to take a step back and realize that it can happen to the best managers. Antonio Conte with Inter, really good manager, won titles. With Inter, bottom of the table, not even Europe. So, and I think 5 years ago with Louis van Gaal, we exited the group stage as well. We lost to Wolfsburg, and then even with Sir Alex in 2012, easy group, team from Romania, I think Benfica and Basel, and we still managed to finish third, and then we exit against Athletic Bilbao. So I think exits can happen to the best managers, but I think we as fans, we should continue supporting. Yeah, we can voice our opinions, our disappointment, but at the end of the day, you know, you lose games not over one game, but over the period of 5-6 games, and it can happen to anyone. It can happen to any manager, and it can happen to any club. So let's not be
overreactionary.
Exactly.
All right.
But then again, all right, great point, Putra. Both Putra and also Loy, you guys both come in with a different energy. I just want to take it off from Putra. You mentioned that it can actually happen to the best of managers. Haizam, you right now you are smiling. Right? It won't happen to Pep, at least not for now. But what do you make of the complete meltdown by United? Again, let's be objective. Let's remove that blue tinted glass of yours. Right? Let's try to be again. Practice some impartiality again. I don't know, man, or rather partiality in this. How do you look, and from which spectrum are you looking it from?
Okay, let's just put it this way, lah. I think the fact that you guys had enjoyed success under Ferguson, right? You guys never felt that failure.
Yep.
So when Ferguson retired and you guys go through this so-called transition, it's a cold hard reality of things that are happening. You guys don't understand the meaning of failure. That's the reason why I think a lot of
Yeah.
this speculation, a lot of talk, a lot of division in terms of like, oh, Ole is is not the manager. But here's the thing, United fans are very fickle. Like when when Ole was doing well, is
Yeah.
Ole's on the wheel, Ole's on the wheel.
Yeah.
But then when when shit like this happen,
Mm.
suddenly Ole is not the right person. And it's really sad because the thing is that you have to have trust in how the managers work. But if if the thing is that you see like now why Ole is there because the directors believe in him. You know, doesn't matter with the fans. But the thing is that it's at the end of the day, I think it's still about KPI. But as fans, I think you guys have to really learn the cold hard truth lah. That the success, the empire is already no more lah. No longer the Ferguson empire era is over. Like
Okay.
now, it's that's something that you guys have to learn. Like I think for City fans, we like the old time City fans, we were supporting City when we were literally we were shit, you know.
Mm.
And when talking about all money, and now everything is stabilized. It happens lah. Every empire will go through that decline, and I think United fans have to wake up and smell the roses and understand the reality of that. Changing managers won't help,
Okay.
Okay.
because at the end of the
Right.
day, if the players do not perform, if the players do not play for the club, do not play for the badge, it's still gonna be a still shithole. Like I remember seeing on Twitter, like when you guys had the Champions League group, like oh, it's gonna be a walk in the park. Look what happened.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this post yesterday. Like 4 games into the Champions League, you guys were top, and like who said this was the game? This was the group of death.
Yeah. And okay, Haizam. And okay, you mentioned group of death. Really, really
Yeah.
interesting. Really interesting subject. And this is where I just want to quickly just push it into Pound's basket. Pound. You cannot compare your group and also United's group, man. And there's always this long running joke about City buying the organization when it comes to group stages and also escaping punishment. this will never see the light. All right, you will never see the light at the end of the tunnel because the joke and the saga will keep on rambling on. But then, like I mentioned, let's be objective about this. Let's look it from a neutral perspective. If that same group, all right, the same group were to be given to Manchester City, hand on heart, do you think it will again be that comfortable for you?
I not sure they will perform as well. I mean, frankly speaking, Bruno is performing very well. Other than him, I don't think there is a heart in most of the United players currently. So to me, is basically the most important thing is the passion to play for the club itself. So you fight to win the match, not just or I'm here for the money, or I'm here for the because the club has status or whatever it is. Yeah, I think Ole is not doing too bad. I mean, yeah. I mean, frankly speaking, when was the last time United start with like a top half in the league?
Wow. No.
Okay.
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 Just-
I mean, and again,
let it go. Let your ex go.
but anyway, frankly speaking, like Alex Ferguson doesn't start well either. Okay, he nearly gets sacked at the beginning of his career.
Yeah.
So
I can take it from Pau.
Fair enough.
Thank you,
man.
Pau.
Right.
Fair enough. But before we move on, a couple of really interesting comments. We've got Ilyas Zainal here. Hello, Ilyas. Hope you're doing good. Spurs, my neighbor. You guys can talk about the CL and EL, but there's only one Audi Cup. Your club can never sing. Your club can never sing about the Audi Cup. And then also Sasindran. Hey, Sasi. Thank you so much for joining us as well, mate. OGS. Oh, I didn't know. Only group stage.
Yeah, man.
That's cool, man. All right. And then United and Norris Club. I won't mention which have something in common. Team win. Trust the process. Team lose. #we move. And then also Ridwan Anthony Martial. Some of the United fans here, when win, all starting to praise the team. When United lose, all starting to criticize the manager and the players. Loy, I want you to take this up, Loy. again, there's only one team that we can pick this up from. From judging by the comment, it seems like he mentioned, "Hey guys, gotta stick with the gun, man. Remain steadfast in your belief and faith. Keep on believing in Ole." But Lloyd, I know you as personally. Even when you came on board for the first time, you mentioned that, hey, look, whatever happened, Ole needs to go because this is again short-term pain for long-term gain, right, Lloyd?
Well, I mean, must give credit where credit is due lah. When Ole got off for us with a good start with the final thrashing of Leipzig and the win against PSG, of course he must give him credit lah. But if you will gain credit when he wins, of course you must give him the flag when he loses. You just take responsibility. Yeah. It's part of the job, right? Okay, you do well, you do badly, it's normal. And I still think the same. If there's a better candidate available, Pochettino, okay. So of course we should go for him lah. If you upgrade our manager, if we can upgrade our right winger, we are thinking of getting Sancho, is upgrade over Mata and whatever. So why not the manager?
True.
So as for the Seth Ferguson and the Ole, no, Ferguson won. He won the Scottish title with Aberdeen. He won the Cup Winners' Cup. Okay, he was a proven manager. Solskjaer, he won what with Mulder. Okay, that's not in the big league. Okay, so I mean, I think it's not fair. It's not. Let's compare. Okay, it was. I don't. You can't compare Ole to Ferguson's record. Okay, and that was a different era. So I think nowadays, even Ferguson, yes, I admit you have been sacked a long time ago. So.
Okay. Well, I think that's sweet, compact, Lloyd, full of venom. Mark, you have anything for our dear Putra right now?
Oh man, I have to give it to Putra, man. I mean, are you in or out for Ole, Putra? How do you like call it on Ole?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he's good enough because long term, I think he was always meant to steady the ship at the start, but because I think his own downfall was his really, really good run of results when he got the contract after that. Right as soon as he signed, we started losing. And then towards the end of the season, we dropped out of the Champions League spots. And he Oli is the master of bouncing back. He gets good results. He will in the next game he will fall flat on his face, just like Southampton and then Leipzig. And then when his job is under pressure, and then he will improve.
Right
so news for City.
And the modern era where people are just fickle. One day they want in, the next out. People want short term. People think about quick results, but I think we have no choice at the moment but to be patient because I don't think there's any
better option right now.
Not better options. There are better options, but I think for United board, I think they want to stick with Oli because they've made a commitment, they've made some promises, and then they want to see the season out. And I think give him to the end of the season because second now will not do any good for the team.
No, I want to completely agree with Putra because the thing is right now, if all the laughter that we are just bringing it out live right now, I'm an Arsenal fan. It's clear for everyone to see. We are going through the same predicament, if not worse than United right now. And sacking a manager in the middle of the transition will not do us any good. And you know right now, you have a host of good managers, but they are only good because they are not in the job right when they enter, and then all of a sudden you become super fickle about it, and then you say, hey, maybe he was not the best of choice. You talk about Allegri. Allegri is good on paper, but now if he comes in a household brand, a supreme brand like Manchester United, of course you also have to weigh in the fact that this guy can speak no English. He is still taking an English class, and how do you want to handle a supreme brand like United, right, Mark? And you talk about Pochettino. There's always a question and a raised doubt about his credibility.
Yeah.
And that's why I say the managers available right now, they only look good because they are not in the job yet. And once they enter, once they step into the quicksand, all on the fans will turn on his head and they say, hey, maybe, right? We should have just not seek for greener pasture.
Yes. Yeah. I'm already speaking from experience, right? Arteta and
I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking. Sometimes you gotta be careful for what you wish for because sometimes the green is not necessarily greener on the other end. Yeah. So stay with it. Stay with it for a while. Stay with it. And Mark, There was again a question for you. Maybe you want to take this on quickly while I remove this scammer by the name of Tariq Fixer Don. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Okay. So if I was only out, right, who I want to see taking over? Okay, there are two names for me. One is RB Leipzig's manager Julian Nagelsmann. Yeah, he has the charisma. He doesn't need a budget to care to implement his style. My second choice would be, I think no one will know him, Marco Rose. Marco
Yeah,
Rose of Mönchengladbach. I mean, if you see how Mönchengladbach plays in the Champions League and in the league, right, with the team he has, he can do a lot. And these guys come from the academy of Red Bull. Marco Rose came from Salzburg.
Yep.
All right, so and you see Nagelsmann, right? He will be like the next Klopp in Germany. He's highly rated. So these are my two choices lah as managers.
Two choices. All right, there you go. And before we move to the next agenda, quickly, Loy, what's next for United and their fans?
What next? You mean the manager or?
I mean, as a fan right now, how do you look at the situation right now? Now that you have actually again got yourself into a better European competition, in my opinion, the Europa. What's next, man? What's the expectation for Ole, at least in the context of European football?
Personally, at least secure us another season of Champions League. That's the bare minimum already, and we have a very good chance. Fair credit. I mean, he has done well in the league so far. So me are frustrated. Yeah, but in the Champions League, but actually, I'm not no expectation anyway lah. Okay, so I think another top four, hopefully.
Okay. And Putra, for yourself, is this right now? Do you hang an ultimatum on Ole's neck that right now, because you slip into the second grade of Europa competition, is this now a must win? Because you guys got really, really close last season. This is probably the redemption season for United, or also the renaissance for Ole to come back again and win this for the very first time, at least in his managerial career. Where do you go on this?
I think based on last season's performance, I think Ollie's picked up a few experiences on the way to the semi-final. So I think he'll be more prepared. But at the same time, you look at Spurs, you look at Arsenal, there's still some good teams around. And I think they have to be focused. It's not just because they've dropped down, it's not a lower standard. I think the other teams, they may not be good enough to play in Champions League, but they're still hungry to win, and they want to. When they see Manchester United, they want to beat them even more. So I think we have to be ready for any challenge.
Okay, all right. Mark, that was hot air. That was hot air all being released right now, and it's good to hear. There's talking about different perspectives, one from Loy, one from Putra. But what we can take away from that current agenda is just hold on to your horses for a while. Do not melt like butter, because at this current moment it's completely redundant for us to actually talk about a possibility of a new manager, because nobody can actually put your mortgages on it and say that, hey, the next manager is going to be the next messiah. And look, we've been through a new change. I want to talk to City's fan if there's any refund policy for Arteta, because we need a bit of we need to know the refund clause, right? But then, all jokes aside, we move on. From United, we want to talk about the blue dominance, man. Wow, City cruise. Aizam, yourself, for this current Champions League campaign. This is the same old narrative. You guys cruise into the knockout stages, and then only for Pep to again tinker and then just shoot himself, get himself out. But then again, does this campaign look slightly more promising than the last previous ones?
I don't want to jinx it lah.
Come on, Aizam. Don't be so pantang, man.
let me warm up first and just say, okay. I think it's okay. The thing is that we kind of pick at the right moment lah, because if you know that December is always the period where you see teams get out of form. Okay, and I think okay lah, coming into the derby, definitely City has a upper hand lah. Seeing that we won against Marseille 3-0. We got out of our group top of the table. So I mean, starting when we started the league this season, people were saying that inconsistency was the killer. But I think everyone forgot that compared to the other clubs, right? I think United and City were the ones who started the league late and without any friendlies. So the momentum wasn't there lah.
Yes.
So I guess with the fact that we had Ruben Diaz, and then we got Ferran Torres, and everyone's starting to click and especially for Ruben Diaz, I think he really brought a fresh breath of air in terms of like stabilizing the defense, and then Ferran Torres, my God, he is like I see him as a so-called workhorse upgrade over Sunny. The Sunny,
Okay.
yeah, I feel that it's a good. We didn't exactly miss Sunny that much lah in terms when we had Ferran Torres lah, and with
Yeah.
Ferran Torres being versatile, playing upfront striker when we lost Aguero and Jesus, I think it's a nice momentum to have, because
Okay.
I'm always worried that in December, right, teams will always be where they hit their bumps. So for City to have this momentum is really lucky in that sense lah. So
True.
moving towards the Champions League round of 16. I mean, I'm optimistic, but I do not want to jinx that lah. I mean,
All right.
yeah, because if you look at it, Pep will forever be the tinkerer lah. That one is given, And I think the reason why the last season, like against Lyon, we lost because I think he wanted to counter how Lyon played. So
All right.
I think as a manager, you also have to think on that aspect that with the players that I have, and the team that I am against,
Yeah.
who can I play to my strength of
Yeah.
like how I play, or do I play to counter the strength of the other team? Yeah, so it's really a challenge in that sense lah. But it's a good problem to have lah.
It's a good problem. Yep, it's really welcoming. It's really welcoming, right, Mark? And again, I want to go to Pound right now. Pound, I don't have a question right now on top of my head. I do, but then I think I have a better
I
one
will
for
ask
you.
Pound the question then.
Okay, before you do, I think this is perfect for Pound to actually just take over. Pound, for City fans right now, who do you again look forward to have? Who do you want to play pound for pound?
Minus Porto. Yeah? You tell me Porto.
Yeah, minus Porto, because you guys, man, Porto Etihad slaughterhouse season.
Ooh, tough choice. But actually, I would like to
Porto.
see to play against Barcelona.
Wow. Well, yeah.
I think,
Okay.
I think it will be a good test, but at the same time, Barcelona is not really doing that well either.
Yes.
So we can actually have a bit of a balance of trial and error, and at the same time, facing one of the better team in the sense.
No, that's great. That's great confidence by Pound. Pound,
That's
and also,
why, I want to ask Pound this question.
Yes,
I mean, based on this comment, Pound.
Yeah.
I mean, why the difference in performance from the Champions League and the league? I mean, you are behind us, guys. Oh my God, how the hell are you all behind us?
Wait, I didn't see that coming.
Wait. The
didn't see
word
that
is
coming.
temporary behind you guys.
Temporary, Mark.
One point. One point out, huh?
But why? Why is he
One
behind
point,
us?
Come on, Pound.
Alright, Pound. Go for
Okay.
it.
Say something, man. Say something.
Normal, right? Because for the local league, we are meeting this opponent, the same opponent over and over again through the season. They get to kind of learn the way we play.
Right.
Of course, if you realize this upturn actually coincide with all the recovery that has been happening. Aguero our defender Johnston, it picking up because of being dropped. Even after Laporte actually dropped, make the mistake.
Yes.
And Johnson take over, and he's actually doing well. So Ake is back, and basically a lot of things is coming back, and the team starting to gel. So all the positive point has been coming in, and frankly speaking, like Haitham said, right, Ferran Torres has been amazing in place for 2 hour injured striker.
Yeah, man.
And
True.
That's good. That's a good.
It seems that there will only be one team in England right now that will be celebrating Christmas. Only Man City. It seems like they are only the only happy lot right now. Everybody is coming back from injury. There is a bit of upturn when it comes to form. So it seems like the only color for Christmas right now in the UK for this season will be blue. Because how we wish right now that we have that kind of headache, who to select. Because right now we have a plethora of talents, but the same issue we don't suffer the same issue like Man City, the embarrassment of riches and the luxury of swapping players from each individual position. And then again, right now that is Man City in a nutshell. So nothing much about their rather their European foray. Again, easy peasy. That's what they always do. They cruise past everybody. But Azam, again, I want to ask. It's really, really intriguing for me to hear from you. How come you guys always get the easier ones?
Oh,
For
what is it?
Champions
How
League?
is it easy? How is it easy?
Oh,
You are
man.
talking about the one of the top teams in Paris in France, which is Marseille.
Uh-huh.
You're talking about Porto, one of
Okay.
basically the Portuguese version of the Scottish League, where it's always Benfica and Porto, you know,
Which in itself is not good. What? These people are
and
dominating the league in a farmers league, and then you say that they are of the highest quality. Come on, Azam. There's better way to actually. There's a better way for you to honey glaze this, right?
no, I mean let's give credit where it's due lah. The teams are in the Champions League for a reason, you know. Like unless you're talking about the old style of the European Cup,
Yeah,
where
the
only
old
the
format, yeah.
champions of the league, no champions of their own country
Own.
play for it. No, when you qualify for the Champions League, you got to give the team credit. You know,
You see the Bushra face right there, right?
Pura don't agree with it. Pura definitely don't agree with it.
you know, if you look at it, if you look at United's team
Yeah.
group, right?
Yeah.
How is it the group of death? You were talking about PSG, one of the traditional
Semi-finalist?
European giants.
Oh, sorry, finalists for
European-
last season. Finalists for last
Then
season.
the Turkish club, which I think only existed recently.
Okay, fair enough.
Then Leipzig.
Leipzig also is another thing.
Wait.
You wouldn't
Semi-finalist. You never say. Semi-finalist.
Semi-finalist.
Hey, you guys never go before.
We're catching you off guard already. We're catching you off guard.
Okay, I'm gonna I'll give credit when it's due lah. Okay, but the thing is that Putra is coming already. Putra is coming. Come on, Putra. Come on, flick me. Come on, Putra. Come on. But let's put it this way lah. Okay, I think the thing is that there's no kick in having a easy group lah in that sense lah. You know, if as a City fan, I rather we challenge the top teams. So at least we have plus points in that sense. We're not gonna stand for the fact that every season is always City has an easy group. But then when we have a hard group, right, we are not being given the credit lah.
Okay.
So I rather that we get into a difficult group, struggle our way, so at least it makes more sense lah. In the sense that rivals will not say that, hey, you have it easy. I say no. You know,
because just now you were caught in a crossfire, man.
I mean, I'm okay. I say if I'm wrong, You know, I'm gonna say it as it is.
That's why I love you,
But
man.
if you're talking about traditional, no, like if you're talking traditional powerhouse, you know, if you're talking about the history of the club, you cannot discount Marseille as one of the lousiest club. Right?
Wow, Man City fan talking about history,
Oh wow!
Not yet.
We will reach that stage. Lloyd, relax. Lloyd was all quiet, and then suddenly someone touched his raw nerve.
I think I'm gonna keep my ammo for now, lah.
Okay. Let's keep it.
Sorry, but to be fair, right? This group actually give me worries. You know, I mean, like for the last few seasons of Champions League, we have been losing. We have been winning to good teams. We have been losing to mediocre team. You know, like Leon, Spurs, and you know. And
say the second team again,
so on.
Pam. Sorry. What the second team again?
Spurs.
I don't have the right. I don't have the right now. Please handcuff me. Okay.
So I think we perform well with big teams, and we have been, you know. So this season group stage, it kind of like a test for.
It's slightly
for
tougher.
us, you know?
Let's give you that. You know, Haizam is now breaking into sweat right now. He's probably turning up the aircon because he knows what's coming. He knows. No cities. Hey, Putra also. No. Mark, you didn't tell me about Putra, man. You should have warned me about
I
Putra.
didn't know, man. Okay, but fair play to Pound, right? I mean,
Aizam okay lah.
Man, I love you.
fair play to Pound. I mean, you guys beat Real Madrid last season, right? I remember over 2 legs convincingly.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but you lost to Lyon. I mean, you guys can beat big teams. That one I hand it to you. But I mean, when it comes to
Mark, I think they will be the first people, right? The first person to just again admit to it and say that it has been the most cancerous part about Pep. the
Yes.
tinkering part.
Mm,
And
Yes.
when it comes to the crunch matches, only for European matches, they tend to overthink. And again, it's always to the detriment of their own success. All right, but let's leave City right now. Happy people, happy people. We gotta touch on the last one. Not so happy topic. That's why
Aye.
the AC is now all minus 18. It's sub-zero. Big problem. So I want to guess. I want to get the viewers as well to chime in. Before I throw the question on to the guest for today, I want to hear it from the crowd as well. The statement by Mino Raiola. What do you make of it? Was it a PR stunt? Was this to actually get Pogba another bumper contract? What could be again your own conspiracy theory? I want to hear it from you guys as well in the comment section. And then Mark, this is your player. I want you to take this away, Mark. Big problem.
Oh man, okay. You see, the thing about Pogba, right? I mean, having a toxic agent like Mano Raiola, all right? So Mano does, right, when he wants to give the best for his players, like maybe a bumper contract or to get them a transfer out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what he does, right, he made that statement before the Leeds again, okay? It doesn't affect the team, but it affects
shouldn't.
Ole. Yes, it
Yeah.
affects Ole, where
It-
Ole, does he start Pogba, does he not? But I mean, Ole didn't pan it out very well, right? After second half, he brought back Pogba in. So why not you just play Pogba from the start?
Yeah.
So my take is on Pogba, right? That Manu is trying to find a new contract for Pogba for United. I mean, you must remember the rumor where Bruno was at 120k a month,
Ooh.
the same salary that we play Lingard, and he's just screwing around.
Lord.
And now they're trying to give Bruno 200k. So straight after this, right, Raiola came up with this statement, guys. So to my fellow guests, Loy and Putra, what's your take on this statement made by Manu? Is it a power play?
Let's go with Loy first. Let's go with Loy and then we end Putra. Putra is a bit of a high octane guy. So let's go with Loy. Loy, again, the timing was really contentious. But then again, it kind of played into Ole's hand because you could see there was a smack of desperation. He wanted to make a point, but shit hits the ceiling and then he introduced Pogba at halftime. What do you make of that, Loy?
Scored.
Well, I think I'm not sure you influenced Ole's decision to play Pogba at halftime. I mean, Pogba, I know, he suffered from COVID, so his fitness is not it's not fully up to scratch yet. So I think I hopefully it didn't affect his Ole's thinking lah. So I don't think it should. Anyway, the agents do what they do lah. He's doing his job. He's just doing his job. He just want to get a bumper pay raise for his clients. So I think nothing wrong.
Okay, nothing wrong in that, Loy, at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't like it, okay. I mean, they are unnecessary part of the game, okay, and they create a lot of controversy. So, but he's just doing his job. So I don't see we should be used to it by now, lah.
But Loy, right now, the main gripe coming from the netizens or the United fan base right now, why didn't Pogba come out and just completely quash it?
Well,
that's a really long thought, man.
Yeah, well,
right.
I don't know. I mean,
you want to take a time? You want to take a time out?
Okay. I mean, if my mother calls my employer, my boss say that, hey, you should give my son a raise. Well, am I going to tell her to shut up? No, right? I mean, if it works, I really get pay raise. I mean, I wouldn't say no, right? Okay. So I think why not? Who will say no to more money?
Yeah.
So, and he won't be at United forever, but this agent, maybe you can get him a move to Real Madrid. Okay, so I don't think, and we know Pogba, come on, okay, he's different from Roy Keane. He's not a true United. I mean, he's not born and bred United player, so I don't think he's not loyal. Let's face it. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Right,
That's really condemning from Loy. Let's face it, he's not gonna be loyal. Putra, do you want a second whatever Loy just made mention of, or do you go slightly left?
I agree with Lon because I think Raiola is just trying to get pay raise for Pogba, but at the same time, this has been going on for 2-3 years. I think after the World Cup, was it after the World Cup? Yeah, after the World Cup, we had a really good season. He wanted to leave. Actually, no, sorry. The season after when he scored, he was the top scorer for us. And then he wanted to leave. He said, "I've done my time here." And then at that moment, I felt that he shouldn't be. If you speak out like that, then you said that if you say on camera into the microphone that I want to go, then you should go, because that's disrespectful to the club that pays you and backs you, and the fans who who buy his shirts.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful. I think if it's human to want to go and to explore and to win things as a player, but to speak out like that, I think it's not good, and I think he should have left. I think 1-2 seasons ago.
Okay.
But I hope at the end of the season we manage to sell him and stabilize the team without him, because there's always because he costs so much and because he's a superstar, he won the World Cup. There's always an obligation almost to play him.
Yeah,
You
true.
know what I mean? And he may or may not be the right person to do it. Now, Bruno's showing that he's not an overly expensive player, or he's not a world famous player, a household name, but he's doing the bits for United now. So you don't have to cost a lot. You don't have to be to have blonde stupid hair to be good. You just have to do your best for your team. And I think I want players like Bruno in place of
The
Pogba.
grafters, those who put in the yards. No, that came really from a deep dark place from Porto. It sounds like a guy who's completely frustrated with the whole saga, right? Haizam, again, I want to touch on the Pogba issue, Haizam. I want you to chime in. Sorry if I actually caught you off guard, but Haizam, this would never happen to City, especially under Pep. You don't hear this often coming from the City camp, right? You talk about players, contract rebels. You talk about agents just having one up against the board. You don't see that happening in Man City, right, Haizam?
I think. Look, let me just try to recall whether we had the problems.
I mean, the last one was Sunny, right? He wanted
Torre.
to run up.
Oh yes, Yaya Torre. Yes, Yaya Torre's agent also is Raiola, right? Is it?
Raiola as well, right? But you guys quickly weed that out quickly.
Okay. So the thing is, okay, with I think when Pep took over City, right, it was kind of like sparks will happen because I think when Yaya left Barcelona, it was not exactly on a good note.
Yeah.
So I feel that the thing is that we kind of like nip it in the bud in that sense, lah. So okay, I think when Raiola came out with that statement, right, just before you guys had the Champions League game, right, I was very surprised. I was like, what the hell is he trying to do? Like why? Why you decide? And I kind of like it really affected. I can understand why United got affected with that, lah. In that sense. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
But if you I'm just gonna be a bit of conspiracy theory in here this part, okay.
I love that.
Okay. When Adidas sponsored United, Pogba is considered one of Adidas
The face.
major star. I mean the face of Adidas in that sense. So I think the reason is that why it has been the rumors of Pogba leaving United happens surface every single time is that the fact that the board is not wanting United to sell him. I think the board wants Pogba to be there for the long term. I think it's more for the financial or economic reason. I mean that's my
commercial aspect. The commercial aspect, right?
The commercial aspect, So, but if you're talking about footballing aspect, I think everybody knows I mean, even non-United fan knows that Pogba is not in there already And I think Ferguson had a lot of foresight when he said that.
Great one.
So
True,
I think
true.
I think United didn't learn from that. When they bought him from Juventus, like why do you need to buy?
Pogba.
It's like Pogba, and then now it's become Pogba.
Now they have to piggyback him all the way, man.
So the thing is that right now, I mean, even if he goes, where can he go? I think the problem is that would you disrupt a team? I mean, unless Real Madrid I mean, if he goes to Real Madrid, good luck to him I mean, even though I also don't like Real Madrid, so balls to them, but commercial sense, I think he will go to a club where it's Adidas sponsored That's for sure.
I agree.
But I think from a footballing aspect, right, I think the faster United get rid of Pogba, right, the better for the club.
To move on. No, agree. And I always mention, right, Mark, you know my stance on this. I will always compare this to the Ozil situation as well.
Yes.
I forgot to add on, I wanted to add on something.
Go on.
Yeah, I realized that he has his cliques in the club, like Lingard,
The dancers, the dancers.
Lindelof.
That's right. Yeah, Lindelof, Rashford.
The
I think
entertainers.
there's the issue. I think the problem here is that why, coming back to the point of like why so-called Ole has kind of like divide the dressing room. I think it's because of that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I think Pogba is that the virus that needs to be removed lah.
All right. Hey Jude, agents now just disrespecting the club, and for Ole to keep quiet about it shows agents power. Try doing it to LFC club or more alone, he would be slaughtered, man. I can't disagree with this. I really can't. I really can't. Yeah. And Pang, I just want to ask you quickly offhand, if this were to happen to your own star right now, maybe in the likes of KDB, as a fan, what would be your take if KDB comes up with statements which is really bizarre, or maybe not his, even his agent? As a fan, you idolize this guy. This guy is supposed to be your talisman. It didn't happen. What would you do?
I will say bye bye. I
Bye-bye,
mean,
yeah? Okay.
I'm the kind of person who like commitment, right? I mean, I have been always saying commitment. Previously, when you asked about United, Bruno has commitment and he's fighting for the club. In my opinion, that's why he's performing well. He's working hard.
Yeah.
Pogba is no longer there. I mean, frankly speaking, United last season actually have Sane. Also, he was already thinking of
About the Bayern
wanting
Munich,
to move to Bayern,
Yes.
and he was already getting lazy and not committed and not like. But at least he's still performing in the sense.
Was he?
Not so bad actually.
Not so bad.
But Pogba, I think his performance like up and down, very.
Like the hair.
He can be great. He can be good.
Undulating.
He can be. So again, in my opinion, if you don't have the commitment, you have to go. You know, like
Pogba, and your agent right now, Manu. If you are watching this, it's time to look away, man. Look at all those really staggering comments made by the guest today. It seems like he's a dead and buried case, Mark. I want to post this quickly to Loy. CK Lim actually asked if Pogba were to actually leave United, does that now give rise to Van der Beek to fill in that position?
Well, Pogba's place is currently on the bench, so Van Dijk is also on the bench. So I think he's already taking his place, ma.
Okay.
I love it. I love it when Loy is instinctive with his answers. He's like Cavani. Call him Cavani. He's the real Cavani, not that guy lah. Not Putra. And also Putra. Also, there is now really buzzing sound coming from the internet once again. Always, right, when those kind of issues again arises, they always put two and two together. It's always good to write stories about it. And now the biggest one that has a bit of legs to it is Paul Pogba coming back to Juventus in exchange for C coming back to United. What do you make of that? Is there anything to be believed in?
No, I don't think.
Would you want that to happen though?
No, I don't think so. I think it's always nice to have. I would take Ronaldo back. The heart would say yes, but realistically, we have to move on and we have to start investing the opportunities to young players. We have Greenwood, we have Rashford, we have up and coming players on the sides, Gunner and on all those boys. So I think it would be I won't say it would be a bad move. Okay. But I'm just saying that it's a move that doesn't need to happen. So okay. I don't think I'd like it to happen, but I don't think it should happen. That's all.
Oh, chivalry is dead, man. Chivalry is dead. No more romance in the game. Putra has just snuffed out the last romantic thing about United. Ronaldo coming back. So that's it. That's done. Let's move on. Mark, you happy with that? You happy with all the answers? Pogba, Ole, all done. Are you okay? Can we close the chapter and move on right now? Can you stop calling me at 2 a.m. up till 12 a.m. and then we'll be talking about United's issue? Can we stop now?
I'll call you on Thursday nights, man. Thursday nights. Let me see how.
We can watch
you a chick because you're playing on Yes, let's create a group chat, man. The Thursday night boys. Let's go. So let's now go on to the real agenda. Boy, oh boy, how we managed to just cut the whole agenda. And only for us to come back to this. The preview, of course. I think one of our producers actually created this short clip. It's just a 10 seconds. Is Manchester red or blue or red? Again, another long-term issue that has never been solved before. I want to start with Haizam first. Haizam, I want to give you the opportunity to just slay down the demon. Manchester United, Red, blue, red. Which color palette?
Blue lah, blue. Of course, blue lah. Cannot say red, right? I mean, if you want to talk about okay lah, the trophies and the success, yeah lah, of course lah. United put Manchester on the picture lah. But
Uh-huh.
a case in point, okay, when before the UAE investment, the oil money came into picture, right? They were looking at United. Why didn't United pick up the offer? Because Glazers were greedy as hell.
Yeah.
Greedy bastards, and
Wow.
Americans being Americans lah. So too bad lah, too bad on that lah.
Right.
So
Too bad.
you guys can say Manchester is straight because of the history lah, but don't
Yeah.
you guys are starting to sound like Liverpool fans ah. Always talking about history, like City has no history. So sick of it lah.
3 goals with 1 stone. Haizam, wow, sharp shooter ah.
I think I come in with
1 bullet to his Lloyd. Lloyd, being the most sensible one out of the lot, unfortunately, you are the only sensible one. Right, so let's keep a bit of sanity in this program. So right now, when this issue again comes up, being served to you on the table, Lloyd, Manchester, is it red or is it blue? How would you answer?
Right now, well, of course, success and current form. Of course, it's blue right now, lah. Okay, City is on the ascendancy. They are dominating. Okay, with Liverpool. Okay, they are the dominant forces in English world. There's no denying that. Okay, yeah.
Okay. That's very straightforward from Lloyd. No bullshit, no BS. Okay, Pao, I'm gonna go to you, Pao. Let's say now a young boy comes up to you, Uncle, I like this Manchester, but I'm really torn in between the blue and the red. What would be your sermon to that boy? Which Manchester should you choose, boy?
Obvious question, right? It's definitely blue.
All right.
I mean, yeah, okay, history and all. City has no history. Manchester is history, red color. But it's history, right? So the blue is definitely taking over the red.
Okay.
Soon. Well, maybe it's already totally blue by now. So, red should be, should stay in the outer
skirts
of the Manchester. So stay there and yeah. How many kilometers away were they? Out of Manchester?
Greater Manchester. You mean,
Excuse me, Paul, when you watch the City games, how many miles are you away from the Etihad Stadium? Sorry.
damn.
Lloyd, come out, Lloyd, come out.
I'm waiting for that.
Out the window already.
Putra, put an end to it, man. Put an end to this endless.
What color am I wearing, boys? What color am I wearing? Huh? Look, but realistically, we always say, oh, history, but history is what makes us who we are.
Okay.
It defines us. Whatever happened in the past, okay, all travels back to what we are now. So I think if you ask anyone, any fan around the world, Manchester, if you say Manchester, I guarantee you they will not think of City. They will not think of City because no one thinks City existed 10 years ago. They started 10 years ago. Manchester United, even before the money, the oil, the cash, they've always been there, and it's romantic. Manchester United sounds romantic. When you see the badge, there's no. We didn't have to change the badge to commercialize ourselves. We didn't get rid of our devil like you got rid of your Eagles. So we didn't have to change an image so that we can appeal to the masses. So we are the bigger club for sure. We are the bigger club. Lloyd, shame on you, man. Shame on you. Lloyd.
Oh, wait. I just
Let Lloyd come back. Okay.
hang on.
Come on, man, Lloyd.
Okay, let you land. Okay, let's let Lloyd land. Come on, Lloyd, land now.
Okay. Sorry, I think I misunderstood the question. I thought I thought the question was meant to be about the current success.
Yeah, you kelo lah you. You're a sellout, boo. Oh, okay. I sometimes, right, don't you just wish all the success that you guys have been enjoying has been pure greed without the influence of money? Because at this current moment, nobody would ever give City any sort of credit. Nobody will give you a prayer. Because every single time when you guys start opening up the book about titles after titles, they will always come back to the same baseline. You guys did it only because of the money. It's all about the money, baby. Don't you sometimes wish deep down, if you were to dive really deep into the recesses of your heart, sometimes I wish, hey, what if we didn't get bought over and we did this all through the United way?
Okay, can I just give a short fire? Fuck United for starting the trend of
Okay.
Hey,
fuck United for starting the trend of buying players. Like how much was Yep Stem cost? No, how much Lukaku cost? How much all the player cost? You guys paid world transfer fee. And here you go. You guys are being the
You buy
hypocrite that you are
one
telling us.
once every season. You buy Mendy, you buy Walker in the same season, man. 50 million, 50 million. Then you pay nonsense, and you pay addition. The whole back line in one season, you broke record after record. And we have one.
The problem here
One
is that
thing is-
United started the ball rolling of buying players so expensive, and then now football has become a money game. Like, when it comes to City, you jack up the price, and then okay, now you guys are feeling the pinch when you guys try to buy Sancho. You guys based on the fact that you guys are great, but Dortmund is not
Okay.
buying it at all. That if you guys were great, and if Sancho really wanted to join United, he could have just did pull favors and then just join. Because if you're talking about historically, but now about money talks. So for City, especially City, unfortunately, with money comes people will basically, you will mark up the price lah. That's something that's unfortunate lah. I mean, long gone are the days of you can buy player for $1 million. When you talk about top clubs, how to barter, how to deal. You expect when City can make money. Oh, Matic, Matic is on form. It's like,
Bila lah
Mati
City nak
you.
menang UCL.
how much did the class of Act 2 cost?
Hey, alamak, Loy, come back. Hey, Loy, you still alive? Hello. Hello. Good morning, Loy. I want to pick up Mark. I want to pick up. Wow, I opened up the wrong Pandora box. I should have never asked the question. Silly me. But then again, that was really good one. Let me just check. Biggest history achievement for the Blue Boys was when Oasis won the wall, top the charts.
No, but let's be fair, man. I mean, City is on the rise.
Yeah, man.
City is on the rise, but United is still red. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, if that's gonna put you to bed much more comfortably at night, if that rocks your boat, right? So be it. Okay.
No, you see, when I find a trip to Manchester, right? At least when I travel to Old Trafford, I see a trophy cabinet. You
Okay.
see, and it's full. I can get a 360 revolution and get every trophy. But I mean, if you go to a City stadium, you see half of what we have.
Come on, ma. You
Mark,
know.
why are you sounding like a Liverpool fan, man? Now talking about trophies all. Come on, Mark.
You are sweating, ma. You are sweating, man. You are sweating, ma.
No, I'm
He's
alright,
not.
man. I mean, City and Liverpool, they can talk about trophies all day long. I mean, because we are so close. I mean, City's on the rise. I give it to you guys. But to reach our hot, right? I mean, you guys need at least 3 decades.
I mean, that's what you all say to your sworn nemesis to Liverpool, that you guys will never knock us off our fucking perch. It's happening. It's happening.
And
It
don't
wasn't
forget,
a big gap anyway, right?
Because of the commentator.
and Ferguson said not in his lifetime that City will win an EPL title.
You see?
Oh man, I don't
he
think Ferguson
bottled
word for
it.
gospel, bro.
Don't
No.
forget that. Seriously.
No, I'll
Never-
never forget how Ferguson get us the Glazers, where a lot of City United fans don't know also. Where Ferguson was the reason the Glazers came in. But
Okay.
that's another topic. Okay.
All right. Enough lah, Manchester United. Mark own self, bluff own self. Right?
Wait. And that started the trend of oil money. Chelsea fan,
fan.
guys.
Whoa, Mark.
Chelsea fan.
Hey, where did that come from? I'm scared. Mark, relax, Mark.
I have to wipe my screen. Mark, relax, Mark.
Wipe,
Respect to City
wipe,
fans, all money
wipe,
started for
wipe it.
Russia.
So Kel, you were the start, man. You were the start of this really cancerous growth in football, the money boy. In all seriousness, aside, can both Manchester club donate some transfer fund to Arsenal? Yeah, tolong lah, please lah, please lah. We really need. Okay, I tell you what, we need a right back because my right back cannot take a fucking throw in. We need a brand new midfielder to partner Partey and also a brand new right winger. Thank you, Man City and United. For once, if you all can actually just go in hand and just settle the score, is to actually donate some fund. Pay now to Stank Concrete. It's true. Liverpool didn't knock them off their perch; they did it themselves. All right. Okay. Enough.
Okay.
Let's go. Show proper. All right. Preview done. All the silly question out of our way right now. Let's go through. Just one thing. When we talk about the Man City derby, it's multifaceted. You can look at stats. You can look at the head-to-head. Those are what the normal punditries or the punditry shows will actually do. But I want to pick up something really interesting. The main men, and they are both playing in the middle right now. These two, really mercurial talent. You talk about KDB and another one, Bruno Fernandes. And fun fact, when Bruno actually scored twice against Everton, I actually made this really unpopular claim. I actually asked the United boys, of course, say that, do you guys think at this current moment, KDB or rather Bruno Fernandes is head and shoulders above KDB? That was the question I posed, right? That was for me to actually just stir some conversation, some debate. And I want to start first with a Man City guy first. You talk about let's go with Pound KDB.
Yeah.
Always an omnipresence in the midfield and also as a player. This guy, my God, when he wants to play, he's really unplayable, untouchable. His technique is really, again, godsend. And you talk about attitude. That's one of his traits that I absolutely adore. This guy is a winner, mentality check, skill, technical ability check. He could do almost anything. This guy can actually walk on water, man, KDB. Do you feel at this current moment there's an imminent threat with the rise of the Portuguese Magnifico?
Again, nah, I think not yet. Not yet. I can say that Bruno is doing well again.
Yeah.
But KDB has been playing magnificently also.
Yeah.
For his team, for our team. His vision, his accuracy, his hard work. Again, I think right now, at this point of time, he is the only one who can actually take over Silva, that aura and skills, in the sense to hold the team, the midfield together. And I think he's above. So he's one talented guy, like you say, right? He's really talented, and right now, yes, Bruno is again is closing by, but I think KDB is up there for now.
Wow.
Still up there.
Still up there. Up where? Still up there. Still up there.
Up
Somewhere
there,
up there.
It's we cannot see him. He's still
Cannot see him.
he's
Okay.
up there. Yeah.
Okay, really high on the pedestal. All right. So
Yeah.
Mark, when it comes to the debate, right, with this KDB and Bruno debate, I'm going to bring this up. I don't want to hear from you, but I want you to actually ask a question to Loy. Loy, maybe you want to pick up. Mark, you have any question when it pertains to the battle, the debate of KDB versus Bruno Fernandes?
All right, Lloyd. My question to you, right? When there's a game clinching penalty, right? Who will you take?
Well, okay, I can't remember his penalty record right now. Wait, did he miss the last one?
I did.
Okay, but Fernandes has been, very I think isn't his nickname like Bruno Fernandes? Okay, so I think
yeah.
he's hit almost all but one or two.
Okay.
So definitely him lah. Okay, for penalties, yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So if it's penalty duty, it will be with Bruno behind us. Haizam. Haizam snarling already, sharpening his claws. This battle about KDB. I don't want to ask you who's better, but at this current moment, if you take away KDB out of the Man City's equation, how do you think they will perform right now without KDB? Because it feels like there is a little bit of over reliance. Don't you agree?
Yeah, definitely. When we had that period where KDB was injured, I think City really missed that creative spark.
Mm.
So if you to answer that question, when you take out KDB out of the equation, right, City will suffer creatively.
Okay.
That's a certainty lah. That one I will not drag I will not bullshit a lot in terms of like KDB is really the creative spark of City. You take
That's
him out,
true.
that's it. It's gonna be a huge problem for City creatively.
And Azam, I also again, you're already a fair guy when it comes to football. This meteoric rise enjoyed by your counterpart, the Portuguese Magnifico. What do you make of this, man? Does it go, make you go green with envy? Like, imagine if this guy was in my midfield pack, what could have been world domination?
Actually, that I think that there was one time that Bruno
Because
was
Erling,
rumored,
yeah,
yeah,
Noel,
willing.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
then I think the fact that Bernardo Silva also spoke to Bruno highly about moving to Manchester, but I think at the end of the day, I think United got a good deal when it comes to Bruno lah.
yep,
I would say that Bruno has his qualities, that's for sure.
okay,
He brings that desire that United has been lacking for the longest time.
mm,
Apart from the creativity. I mean, let's put it. I'm gonna take out my blue tinted glasses. Just
right, you
be
should.
partial in this one. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
For all the talk that Bruno is a penalty specialist, give him
Mm,
credit. The fact that he runs the show for United. Uh, when Pogba is not putting in his cave, and you guys bought the big, right? And he's not playing, which till now baffles me. Like, why is he not playing? You guys bought him. He's not to warm the bench. Says a lot about the importance of Bruno's role in United lah.
Correct.
So to make comparison is really going to be hard. I think this is Bruno's second. Is it first season or second season? Is it
second,
his
he came in
second
January.
season?
He came in January last season.
Okay. So let's give Bruno maybe a good 3 seasons to see whether is he can be compared in the same breath of KDB lah.
Okay, all right. And with that, I think it's only app that I picked up this comment from again Calvinder. Haha. Bruno nowhere near KDB. If you perform in any way in the team on a decline, of course it looks awesome. Big fish, small pond. Otra, I'm gonna give it to you, man. You know this is for you. Come on. Stake
I
your
think,
claim.
like, as much as I would like to hammer City, I think I'm a big fan of De Bruyne because he's such an intelligent player, and I think if yeah, okay, you're pointing out the stats,
Yeah.
but I think football is more than stats, more than goals, more than assists. I think how he influences and he helps other people play. I think he is more influential than Fernandez. I think Fernandez is a good. He has more heart.
Okay.
I think he drives the team on, but De Bruyne is. I think his level of thinking, his intelligence is much higher, and he's been more consistent. Of course, Fernandez played only one season, so for 1 year for United, but De Bruyne has been doing it for 4 or 5 seasons. So I think he's the better player, and I think he would not decline anytime soon because he's such a clever guy, and he doesn't need too much legs to do what he does. He just gets the ball and he plays it. But I'm really, really, really happy with Fernandes. I think without him, I cannot even. I think we would be worse than the team that's 14 or 15 now in the league. I think lower than that team. But thankfully, we are a bit higher. We are
1-0
so
penalty.
okay. Yeah. So,
Aubameyang.
I would take Fernandes for a penalty. You see the Brown's penalty against Liverpool.
Yeah, boy. Hey, come on,
Yeah, man.
Aizam.
Why
That
in the
KDB
world?
penalty, he was a complete sellout against Liverpool. He completely scuffed it.
Why? No, I was sitting beside a Liverpool fan, my friend, and I said 2-1 for sure. And then he missed, and he laughed at me. So I hold it against him for.
Yeah, man. Mark, maybe you want to take from Kel again. United bought Bruno for penalties. Could have gotten Asamoah Gyan, man, for cheaper. The penalty kick. But his celebration is going to take at least half an hour. So yeah, no Gyan for me. And then, hey, alamak, Yem. Hello, Honori. How's the view from the water? Man, Yam. If upskirt is your thing, be an Arsenal fan.
Oh, man.
All right, so let's just conclude on this battle. Again, I want to take this up from Marwan Isaac says both players exceptional in dictating the beautiful game. It's going to be an intense derby. Kudos and great to see friends for both team giving these two lads credit. Mark, it's really tough, right? I always like to switch it around. So I always like to ask you this question: if KDB was playing in United, will his output still be the same, and vice versa? Vice versa, right? Because you're talking about, I mean, I want to take it from Kel. Kel mentioned that, of course, anything that Bruno does right now will be magnified because he's a big fish against swimming in a small pond.
Okay.
But I always like to put player again. Just want to size them up, player for player, ability for ability, because right now the stats isn't too far off. I just want to hear from you, Mark, with that question. If we were to just swap places, would the output be the same from the respective players?
Oh, that would be a very tricky question. I mean, if you want to look at more accurate comparison, right? You look at how Bruno plays for Portugal and how KDB plays for Belgium. Who creates the bigger influence? I mean, you see in Portugal colours, right? I mean, when Portugal played France, when Bruno went out against Pogba, you saw how Bruno controlled the midfield. And for KDB, right, he brought Belgium to third in the World Cup when they had a very good prime Hazard and Lukaku. You could see that he doesn't dominate the midfield, but he orchestrates the play. He controls the tempo. Whereas Bruno, he does everything. So it's quite tough to compare both of them. I mean, they do have their effects on their teams, but it's very hard to compare them. I mean, if you talk about work rate, Bruno comes out top. KDB is not known for work rate. But when you come to dictating the tempo and the long passes here and there, I will pick KDB any day.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Ridwan Anwari, since Arsenal won at Old Trafford, did Arsenal win the game after beating United? Yes, we just won against a bunch of plumbers. Dundalk FC. Show some respect, man. Show some respect. And then Kishan Balan, hey, wow, Man City, bro. Until you decide to put a face to your damn profile picture, then you are worthy of a troll. Right? Because if you come up with just a purple background with a little K, kuni, no, not gonna entertain you. All right. So let's go to technical point, right, Loy? I want to start with you, Loy. Loy, you know Ole always have Pep's number on speed dial. If you need help with beating Man City, Ole is the guy. So right now, again, does it fill you with confidence knowing that your record against Man City, especially under Ole, is almost impeccable? It's almost flawless, man. What, 3 or 4, or is it 4 or 5? Right
3
now,
or 4. 3 or 5.
Records okay, because like Man United has always a great record against Spurs, and look what happened. Okay, we got crushed 6-1 at home.
True.
We were supposed to beat Arsenal. We had a good record, and we lost it. Okay, so yeah, but yes, it's true. I think Ole somehow maybe Pep will overthink. He try to play the beautiful football, and then Ole will pack the midfield again, and he will go for counter attacking game. So yes, I think Ole should. Well, I think it will give him Ole a slight advantage in the battle of the managers. Yeah.
All right, Putra. You know, when Ole always when he's in a dire need of a player, you know the players will just press on the Sir Alex Ferguson button. Pyong! Prime Brazil 2002 South Korea World Cup. Right, R9 at the front, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho. They were suddenly turned into a prime bunch of footballers. You reckon right now United are right now licking their wounds? You reckon they will come back again and then prove to those naysayers out there, hey, we are still alive and kicking. Champions League was never part of the program. It has always been the league. It has always been the league. The best way to masquerade their defeat.
No, I think United will bounce back. I think the players will show a bit of backbone because they tried to come back. At least after they went behind 3-0 against Leipzig. The referee helped us come back, and I think it gives us confidence. And like Maguire said, we could have scored one more. And so I think. United will fight back, and on the flip side, City will want to be a bit wary because they know that United will be playing at home and they will try to get a result. But if you look at United's home record this season, I don't know.
Yeah.
Against Arsenal, against jokes aside, against Arsenal, I think it was a toothless performance.
Yeah.
Really, really bad. I thought it would be an exciting game, explosive game. Turned out both sides were really bad. So I hope it doesn't turn out like that this time around against City. I think City are not Arsenal, fortunately. So I think we'll see a better game. And because the United know City will come at them, they will have to raise their game also, and vice versa. I think Pep will want to prove a point because people have been trolling him. I don't know if he takes it personally, but I'm sure as a competitor, he will want to prove that he is better than Oli, and I hope we see that this Saturday.
Okay. All right.
I mean, we have to ask the City fans. I mean, Pound, right? I mean, looking at United have a very poor home form, worthy of the bottom, right? But for City itself, right, I mean, you guys have an away form that's not to be proud of. So how would you even approach this game? I mean, looking at
Again, like I said, we have been doing well. Our form has been top notch, and our back line, which is our weakest link last season, it's much better. So I would say we're gonna take this game. I don't want to sound. I mean, like, I don't want to jinx it, but
let's go for it.
I would say it might be quite an easy game. Like I would say like a 3-0 or that kind of scoreline.
3-0. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
you're a funny lad, man.
He's
Ultimate
confident.
contradiction. Ultimate contradiction. I don't want to jinx it, but it's gonna be an easy one. Aizam,
No,
you
3-0 was a jinx.
Oh, 3-0 was a
it
jinx.
should be,
Okay.
it should be, yeah,
Okay.
6-1 maybe.
you might, now that might not be the case after 1:30 a.m. on Saturday, right? Sunday, technically morning. What is it about Oli and Pep, man? It seems like Pep is always at his wit end when it comes to the battle between those two. Is it a simple classic case of underestimation?
You can put it that way. Actually, the thing is that with Solskjaer, right, I mean, even United fans know that when games that you guys are expected to win, right, you guys lose. But games that you guys have no faith in winning, suddenly you guys win. And Ole is that specialist lah. So I think with Ole's record with Pep, with the derby, I think that's the thing with Pep. He's baffled, like, how do you get into the mind of Ole? You know,
Yeah.
like you and the fact is that for me personally, I feel that United will be coming in with more hunger because after especially the Champions League loss and the knockout, being
Yeah.
knocked out of Champions League. So I feel that unless here's a joke that I want to say lah. United has never played in a Manchester derby with an empty stadium.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I see you there.
Yeah. So since you guys like to say right, like it's at least empty hall, right? I think City has no issues lah in the derby, right? Don't care lah. Nothing to worry lah. So I'm gonna join Pound in this contradiction that
Okay.
it's gonna be an easy game for City lah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right.
no, but I say, I mean, jokes aside, like
Yeah.
I'm not going to discount United. Personally, I never have good feelings with derbies because when it comes to the Manchester derby, form goes out of the window. All the stats, all the facts, all the whatever it is.
That's
it goes
all
out
goes
the
out the
window.
window. Yeah. True.
The thing is that what is interesting for this derby is that this is the first time that Old Trafford will have no fans.
Yeah.
So the energy, the aura, the Stafford end, that
True.
vibe will not be there to basically
Great point.
fear City. The City players, United players will not have that 12-man advantage, so-called advantage. So it's going to be interesting in that sense. So that's where I would say that form goes out of the window. You cannot take into all the past derby because this is the first time that United is going to play with no fans. and City is gonna be, you know what? There's no fan. We know it's always the joke about Etihad. So nothing new for us. You know, it's like a walk in the park for us.
Okay.
I got the joke first time.
That's me trolling. That's me trolling.
Yeah. And that's big of Isaac, man. Trolling himself and then trolling others. All right, Mark, maybe we want to pose again a question to Loy and also then Putra to close this up quickly about the derby. Do you have anything for our dear Loy right now?
All right, guys. Other than Bruno, who you think will impact this game to make us win?
Yeah, but let's go with Loy.
Oh, okay. I think you'll be Cavani, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pogba?
I think Cavani.
Sorry. No, Pogba. Putra. Sorry.
Wait, who's gonna impact the game? You name Putra and Pogba together, or
I
how is it
wanted to ask Putra. I don't know how Pogba came
I think at this current rate, Pogba is good. I think Putra will have more impact than Pogba.
What was the question again, Mark?
So who other than Bruno will impact this game? I mean, if we were to win.
Impact the game. I think. I hope the center backs they wake up. I think Maguire, Mr. 80 million, and someone else has to wake up. And I hope Dean Henderson plays. I want. Let's see how he plays on. Just throw him in the deep end, and see how he comes out. I hope he comes out a better player.
That's fair. I give a quick one for City fans. I mean, just one word answer. Okay, so other than KDB, who you think will impact the game for you guys to win? Just name one.
Yeah, Sean Goater.
Oh, you're talking to the Blues?
The Blues, no, you guys. One name other than KDB, man.
Paul Dickoff.
Ali Benar.
They won't know.
Sean Wright, maybe?
Suti Hai.
Adebayo.
Okay, guys, let's talk. Okay, guys, Haizam. Hey, Haizam, relax.
Adam Johnson. Oops.
Oh, I don't know. I worry you just know my God.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, I don't know whether Aguero is because Pep is using the fact that Aguero is not available.
Okay.
But here's the but
Mind
that
game?
might be psychological. Yeah, mind game. So I think Aguero is my first choice lah. That's for sure.
Okay.
They will make an impact lah.
Aguero, yeah. Okay. All right, that's it. Loy, right now, confident United can actually turn a corner this time? And what will be your score prediction, Mr. Loy?
Wow, okay. United to win 2-1.
So that answers the first question, which is United is going to turn the corner. 2-1 for Loy. Putra, my man, United, City. Where do you go with this?
2-1.
2-1 as well.
Loy, yeah, man.
Stop texting each other, man. Get a room, guys. Get a room.
2-1.
2-1. Okay. So Haizam, I didn't get a scoreline from you. You cannot escape this because Pound gave 3-0. Although he mentioned that he don't want to jinx it, it's gonna be a hard game. It's not gonna be easy, but it's going to be 3-0. Right? So what about you, Haizam?
6-1. Jonathan Bacon to score, Anelka to score, Richard Dunn to score. Okay, jokes. Okay. I'm with Pound. I'm looking at 3-0 lah.
3-0.
Okay.
Wow.
3-0.
Okay.
I'm looking at 3-0 lah.
Mark. And again, if the result really come to fruition, if everything goes pear-shaped, do you think the culling season will start for United and also Oli?
I don't think so, man. I mean, other than Posh, there's no other managers available, right? I mean, you have to pay a big payout to get them out of their job, which is, in this COVID situation, no way, man.
Okay, all right. Okay. So, guys, right now, for those of you guys who are watching right now, you have heard it from the horse's mouth themselves, 2 United guys and also 2 Man City boys right now. Again, just casting their prediction. It seems, of course, United going 2-1, and then both Haizam and Pound unanimously also going for a 3-0 victory. Really handsome and comprehensive victory. Boy, oh boy. If that comes out, we are in for a treat, especially Instagram. Especially Instagram, man. And also Twitter, of course. But then again, that's not the only agenda. Quickly, guys, I want to touch on another big game of the week, pick of the week as well. The Everton-Chelsea Battle of the Blues. So I see Putra's reaction right now going, ooh. Everton-Chelsea, first and foremost, Putra, right now you guys are in the chasing pack. Surprise, surprise, when it comes to the Premiership title, right? You win this game, the equation is pretty simple. Win this game, you're about, 2 points away from the leader, right, Mark? Or 1 point away?
2 points from Spurs and Liverpool, same
Yeah,
points
man.
as Chelsea.
Yeah, so the equation is pretty much straightforward, Putra. What do you make of Chelsea, man? What do you make of Chelsea first? Your impression right now?
Chelsea, I think defensively they're getting more solid. I think last season they conceded so many goals early this season as well. But as soon as they put Mendy in goal, I think they're more stable in goal in between the sticks,
Yeah.
and they are starting to click in front as well up front. I think again people expect overnight success with Havertz and Werner, but give them a season. I think they will be a force to be reckoned with, and I think you can already see now that the quality that they have. Even though they don't score, they will make a difference. So I think I think Chelsea will go very far this season.
Okay. Pong, right now you will always be in the conversation when it comes to the Premiership title. Do you feel a bit nervous looking at Chelsea and the current resurgence that they are enjoying, Pong?
No. For this season, Chelsea, I think it's still inconsistent. I mean, like again, like what Putra was saying, they have a good player. They even though they are not scoring, they will make a difference in the games.
Okay.
And once the team actually gel, they will be really be a force to reckon with. But this season it might be a trial and error for Lampard itself. So,
Okay.
but yeah, they are getting more and more solid. Yeah.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair. Loy, are you surprised Everton? Really, again, fairy tale run. 5 undefeated, I think 5 win in a bounce. Again, they were really mesmerizing everybody with their brand of football, and then all of a sudden, phew, a steep decline, Loy. What would you attribute that to? It's just Everton status quo, factory setting.
Oh, actually, to be honest, I'm not been watching Everton games other than the one against United. So, yeah, well, it could be the teams that figure out how to play them. I'll be honest, I really don't know what to say. It could be like injuries or like James Rodriguez is off form. I no idea, but yeah, but I think no one expected them to do that well. Okay, so I think they are just performing to expectations, lah. Okay.
Okay, fair. And where do you go on this tie, Loy, for Everton and also Chelsea right now?
Well, Chelsea is very hot form, so especially Giroud. So I think definitely easy win, at least a 2-0 win, at least a 2-0 victory.
Easy win. Putra, do you concur with Loy's point? Easy win for Chelsea. You don't think it's not a good hunting ground, for Chelsea when it comes to Goodison Park?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they lost last season.
Yeah, but the fact the audience factor, the supporters factor.
Oh, true that. Yeah.
So I think again, I concur with Loy. Easy win for Chelsea.
And Haizam, again, I know you're not a populist. Do you also agree with them that again easy walk in the park for Chelsea in this match?
I think for this game Chelsea will have the upper hand lah. I mean, I think the last game that they played, the Champions League, right? Was it Champions League that they? Yeah, it was quite comprehensive. Was it quite comprehensive? And Giroud, being the surprise striker when I think everyone was looking at Werner to basically lead the Chelsea strike force.
Okay.
So I feel that I think it wouldn't be a walk in the park lah. But I think the factor of no fans for this game. It's a Everton home game, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Wait. I think no, wait. Merseyside, they are back. No, Merseyside, they are back. The fans are back because Liverpool had their fans back in town.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they have their fans back. Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, then I think it will be for Chelsea lah. I mean, it wouldn't be a walk in the park for me. I think Chelsea will still struggle in that sense lah.
Okay.
But I think with Everton kind of like missing James, I think it will be a Chelsea win lah.
Chelsea,
not going to be a walk. Yeah.
Mark, if Chelsea again win that match, that will put them right on top. Of course, Tottenham. Who are they playing again? Okay, we will get back to that. Tottenham. So I don't think they have
Crystal Palace away. Crystal Palace.
Wow, another London derby. Okay, so right now there you go, Mark. You've heard from all of them. So we want to do a quick fire round for prediction. Let's go. We'll start off with the first one. I'm waking up for this. 4 a.m. Leeds United versus West Ham. Pound the man.
Draw.
Let's pound the result out. Leeds West Ham. Where do you go with this?
I will take a draw for this one.
A draw, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Pound. Pao, you have to be
Scoreline?
steady. Yeah? You have to be steady because we are partners with Singapore Pools. Huh? So scoreline as well, please. Scoreline as well, please.
2-2. I will go for 2-2 for this one.
Okay, 2-2 Leeds and West Ham. Oh, 2-2. And then for Wolves and Aston Villa, let's go with Mark. Wolves.
Whoa, Wolves and Villa.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this one, man. Shit.
Oh, tough.
Exciting.
One nil to Wolves lah.
1-0 to Wolves. Yeah. And also, it's really heartwarming. If you are again on Instagram and stuff, you might have seen Raul Jimenez coming back to training ground. Everybody was giving him a real nice warm hug. That's really, really good, man. All good. All right. So 1-0. Loy, for yourself, you got to pick up Newcastle versus West Brom.
See, Newcastle 3, West Brom 0.
Oh, Loy. As you predict United, you will bite your tongue. You will wait. Newcastle with other team 3-0. All
It's
right.
West Brom. It's West Brom.
Okay.
Because he know United will lose, but he cannot say that.
Hey, wow, Paul alive, huh? Paul finally alive also. Huh? Oh, okay. The next one, we're gonna skip that, of course. United City, Everton, Chelsea done. Southampton, Putra, Sheffield United. Sheffield United. First and foremost, do you think right now it's again rubber stamp that they are set for relegation, winless club?
Yeah. Disappointed. They did really well for last season.
Yeah.
This year everything fell apart. And Southampton, these two clubs are going. One's going up, one's going down, all the way down. So Southampton, I think 3-0.
Oh, another 3-0. Wow. Haizam, come on. Give me something to rejoice over. Crystal Palace against Spurs.
Spurs lah. This is the Spurs win all over lah. Spurs win all over lah. 3-0 to Spurs lah.
No,
3-0 to Spurs.
just skip to the Arsenal game. Come on, let's go. We will all make predictions on the Arsenal game. Let's go.
Yes, you want to predict Arsenal?
Go.
I will put on this one. Bring Arsenal.
Oh,
All right, Fulham, Liverpool, Van Pound. Come on. You might, of course, you are twiddling your fingers. Fingers crossed. Craven Cottage might do you some miracle. But surely it's not going to happen, right? Especially not against Fulham.
You never know. I
You
mean,
never walk alone, lah. Not you. You never.
sorry. I get it wrong.
Kacau, ah.
I love Paul. Paul always giving best reaction. Come on, Paul. Fulham, Liverpool. You never walk alone, or you never know.
This is an easy match to predict. 1-1.
Wait. If Paul is really a gambling man, he probably be on the streets right now, man. He'll probably be on the streets. No acumen at all. Okay, but 1-1, for real, Paul, for real, 1-1.
Yes.
Don't stop. Get to Arsenal.
And then say Leicester versus Brighton. What about Leicester versus Brighton? Okay. You all want it, right? Arsenal versus Burnley. I'm gonna give it. This is the first time ever we are going to smash the floodgate. Burnley, no chance at all. 3-0. Aubameyang back on the scoring sheet, and also Laka threat.
Finally lah. Fight.
Wait, I'm a sitting down right now. Okay, turn by turn. Okay, who wants to shoot me first? I'm all yours.
Did you see Aubameyang is back after scoring against a bunch of postmen?
No, dude, he didn't score. Come on, get your facts right. He didn't score. He didn't play. Putra, come on. Banter game must come up with research on,
Yeah, but then you said Aubameyang was back and you were excited about
back on the scoring chart, brother. Back on the scoring chart. Come on. It's only Burnley, man. It's only Burnley. We say that to Aston Villa, Leicester, to Wolves, and we come out with an L. It's only Burnley. It's Arsenal anyway. Best team ever. Right, Haizam? You agree, Haizam? You know, you remember who
Did
you met?
Arsenal have win more than 1-0 this season?
Just Fulham lah.
Hey, Fulham is fine. Arsenal okay. Arsenal always starts the season top of the table, okay?
What happened to him?
Lloyd.
Because this season no Bournemouth. Dude, my club is in a fucking shambles, man. And how I'm lost for words. Move on.
You guys will win. Move on. You guys will win.
You guys kicked the man who give you fourth placing, and now you get below that.
Who gave us fourth placing? Unai gave us fifth. Or not even fifth, man. He gave us six or seven.
Was
Wenger.
Weiner?
Wenger. Let's get this straight. Let's get this straight. Putra, it's not your turn, man. It's not. Respect the mic discipline. Wenger expiry stuff. Expiry bread. It looks good, but it's moldy already. It's time for you to dispose the bread. Right, Pound? You don't eat moldy bread, don't you? No?
But it
right?
gives you better taste, like pork.
Pound, you are a different beast. If you like moldy bread, please come to Pound. But in all seriousness, no, I'm not going to 3-0. I think it's going to be a 2-0. A 2-0. 2-0 victory. Of course, we're going to make a really real work out of this. No, trust Arsenal. We never do it the easy way. The next one, Leicester against Brighton. Loy, where's your money at?
Tricky.
Should be a close win for Leicester. Yeah, okay, at least maybe 2-0 win. Okay, Vardy will definitely score.
Okay.
Oh man.
Vardy 2-0, yeah. Wow. Okay, so it seems like all the defense are having good clean sheets, all the top ones. We're going with all the nails at the back end. Just to add a bit of context right now into the conversation, let's look at the table. Haizam, do you think there will be a lot of changes this week? Let's not take a look at this. This one even better. Even better. The top, the top teams are all laying there. There, is it 14, 15? Okay, what? Leeds, Arsenal.
15,
but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay lah, fifth from the bottom lah. Still forever fifth lah.
Haizam,
Fifth from the bottom lah.
do you think there will be a lot of movement right now this week, looking at the table and all the matches that's about to be played?
No, I don't think there will be a lot of it. I mean, Chelsea. Since we're talking about Chelsea winning, that's the move lah. But other than that, I don't see much of the movement.
Haizam, your team want to move Your team want to move
We move lah on top lah because it's just 1 point behind only, what? Just 1 point behind only. Like 1 point is like what? Then move lah, like 18, 19, 20. Okay lah, maybe 4th or 5th lah. I don't know lah.
Okay.
I don't want to jinx it lah, Mark.
Okay lah.
All right, but that's about it. That's about all the time that we have right now. Unfortunately, Mark, it's been a really, really great pleasure as usual. Big focus, never run out of laughter. I just want to give a big shout out to Mayor. Mayor, enjoy your anniversary, man. Enjoy your anniversary. 13 years. You should start writing a book, especially for the kids nowadays when it comes to marriage. 13 years. It's a big deal. He's watching us, in fact, Mark, from a hotel. He's having his own brand of staycation. Mayor, enjoy your night. You have been really magnificent for us. So, but then again, also I want to say a big thank you to Loy. Loy, always and ever present for us. Loy, thank you so much. Putra, what a debut! Debut! Better than Federico Makeda's debut, of course. Right now, I think you probably would have really cemented yourself in the folklore of Napshot Studio. Haizam, normal lah. Status quo. Haizam, status quo. You're always going to get the best out of Haizam. Pound, you really moldy bread, Pound. There's a new coin term for Pound. Pound really moldy bread. Pound, wow, we love you. But,
come on, don't be bitter.
Now from moldy become bitter. Okay. Pound, taste profile a bit unique. Okay, Pound, but we love you, Napshot Studio here. Pound, always a class act. Mark, thank you so much. This is me again, Anori. Mark, Napshot Studio with all our beautiful guests. For those of you guys who are watching us, please do remember next Monday, Mark, all United again. It's always good to watch United on a Monday night, right? 9 p.m. after a big shambolic display. That's why I purposely put United on a Monday, right? And then Wednesday as well. That will be the code red, right? Code there. There's a loose comment. Where is Joel Robert? We miss him. We don't actually. You do. We don't. Because he completely bottled it. A United fan, of course. Right? But then on Wednesday is code red, all Liverpool affair, and of course back to me on Friday with Anwari and also Mark. The big focus, nothing but only the big stuff. That's what she said. But that's it. Good night. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good footballing week. Ciao.